High Street Textile Testing Services are the second largest independent textile lab in the UK. We've been given 2 different products for comparison testing. We're in the process of washing them 20 times, each cycle being a wash and a tumble dry, and they are assessed at periods along that process to see how they change and whether they're shrinking. We'll also be looking at whether in fact the filling may have moved inside the samples, whether they have started to fall apart, perhaps some stitching may have broken, anything like that.
The work from the lab is telling us a lot about what we've always believed about how our microfibre duvets actually perform against their polycotton alternatives on the market. Our latest innovation is sonic seam technology. This is where we use an ultrasonic sound wave to seal the edge of the duvet instead of the traditional overlocked or lock-stitched seam. It makes a cleaner edge, it makes a strong edge, it makes a very durable edge, and it doesn't leave any of these unsightly, loose, long sewing threads, which can actually be quite dangerous. We're the only Phil-Beddy manufacturer actually using this type of technology at the moment. We use a unique blend of really fine fibres in our duvets, which actually trap much more air within the duvet using much less fibre. This means we're actually achieving the better Tog rating for less fibre in the duvet, and it means the duvet is actually much lighter. This in turn means that it's easier for it to be washed at home.
With one of the duvets, it's a rather bulkier duvet, so when we're putting it in the washing machine, it fills the drum much closer to capacity, so it makes it more difficult to put it in and also to remove it from the washing machine at the end of the cycle. The other one isn't as bulky, so it's easier to insert and remove from the machine. One of the other advantages is that it means that it's easier for the water to circulate around the duvet, wetting it out thoroughly, making it a more efficient cleansing process, and also for the duvet to agitate and remove any physical dirt as well from it.
When our consumers talk to us about washing duvets, one of the problems that they say they encounter is actually the drying time and how important it is to them, because nobody really wants a duvet hanging around their house taking hours to dry. So with our duvet, it is the ultra dry fabric and the specialist fill that helps achieve this.
We have noticed that one of the duvets, after it's been subjected to 45 minutes in the tumble dryer, it comes out and it's almost totally dry. The other duvet though, after the same period of time in the tumble dryer, tends to come out and it's rather damp around the edges and it takes a little bit longer for it to become totally dry.
The fabric and fibre technology we use in this duvet dries very quickly indeed, so it's a great advantage using this type of substrate. It can also be washed at very high temperatures, which is great in the fight against dust mite related allergies and important for hygiene generally.
The makeup of our duvet means actually that after the 20 cycle wash test, you don't actually experience the kind of clumping that you might expect to find from a duvet that's been washed that many times. When we first pull it out, it might be slightly flatter, but with a simple shake, it does regain its loft and its plumpness, which is great.
As far as shrinkage goes, at this stage of the process, the results are fairly comparable between the two duvets. Neither is shrinking excessively, but there isn't a big difference between them.
We're really pleased with the results from the lab tests. They show we've got a product that we can market with confidence, and when you put those together with the consumer feedback we've received, I think it makes a really compelling offering for any consumer or customer.